welcome back to my channel and welcome to my favorites, July favorites. I was about to say June, but we are in July. Well, literally we're exiting July and it is insane how we're in August already. Literally blink and it's going to be Christmas. I don't mind it because I'm waiting for that cold. I feel like I am the most annoying complainer of the heat. I just feel like I thrive. I mean, I thrive year round, but like when I really am at my highest is fall and winter. I just love the cold, the rain, the gloomy days. I know some people don't like that. They're the very opposite. I love that time of the year. Anyways, we are 110 today and it is wild out here. I have my favorites and it's all going to have a theme of like, this is long lasting. This is the makeup that's like locking in through the heat and it's like staying. Some of the products I'm like, girl, you just spend 80 doll hairs on other products, high end, and you chose, and like the ones that are working the best are drugstore. No man. So let's just jump right into it. I have to start off with both of these products because my skin is just, I don't know if it's a product I tried. I don't know what it is, but you can kind of see the texture. All of this, if I wasn't wearing the makeup, would just be red and you would be able to see it. And the texture is insane. It is itchy. It is uncomfortable. It feels so hot. I have the dry patches right here. So that's why I don't know if it's a product, because usually when a product doesn't work good on my skin, this is the area that will get irritated like that. But now we have all this irritation on all this area of my face. And I am not okay with it. I also feel like there's a shadow on this side because my lighting is just so wonky and off. I need to get a ring light. I have been procrastinating on buying. I just like see so many reviews and I'm like, okay, I want this one. I have like 10 different ring lights because I've been looking for reviews and stuff, and I'm like, girl, why don't you just get the same one, the same brand, because they still have that brand on Amazon, the same one you got like 8 years ago. That like it lasted me a good amount of years from when I bought that ring light, and it just literally died out. Like there was nothing other than it just died out. But I mean, I had already used it for a good amount of time. So my lighting is off. My editing is also off. I am not using my regular Final Cut Pro because my Mac just decided that it's not gonna function. So I have been using the iMovie that comes on Macs, but on my laptop, to edit the past video. And these are probably going to be on that same editing software until I can figure out how to get from my Mac the Final Cut Pro that I already purchased. And it's an expensive app. It's $300 for that app, for that editing app. I need to get it on my laptop, and I kind of have some ideas. I need to look it up and just get it together. But yeah, there's just a lot. Maybe this is stress related. I don't know. I have been doing my makeup all last week for work, so that also didn't help. It didn't let my skin breathe. This week I was like, girl, you need to film. So I've been wearing makeup all week as well. I need to just let my skin breathe on the weekend. But I have some very interesting favorites now that I rambled. So let's just jump right in. Pixie Beauty Flawless Beauty Primer. This is the most like shocking product to me that I'm like, wow, I like this product and I can't deal. But it gives my skin such a beautiful look. Like, you guys have no idea how shook I was when I used this product, and it works so well. And I need to reference the look of it, show you guys. So it has a hint of color. The other product that I'm loving is the Glow Recipe Strawberry BHA Pore Smooth Blur Drops, and this is the Flawless Beauty Primer Hydrating Glow Primer. I need to show you guys how it goes on, how both go on, so you can understand why I'm so surprised. So this regular primer is white, literally blends out transparent. This Pixie Beauty Primer, it claims to give a hydrating radiance glow, and look at that. Do you see that color that it still has and that glow? Like, it's not a shimmer, it's like a sheen, like a healthy glow. And I have oily skin, so obviously when I was trying this out, I think I tried it out in a video, I was like, oh wow, you know, that's not, it's going to make my face incredibly oily super quick. This primer makes my makeup last so long, and I have put it to the test, literally done half of my face with the primer, half no primer, like no this, and I can tell the difference. I have also worn the primer and then the next day done the makeup again and not wore it, and I can tell the difference. And that's insane to me because it's such a glowy product, but it just adds hydration and it makes the foundations just look so healthy on the skin, even when I'm using my thick full coverage foundations. And that's what I love. I cannot rave enough about this product, and I feel so weird coming from me because I don't like glowy hydrating, well, I like hydrating, but glowy products like this primer I would have never tried before because I was so like anti anything that gives like too much hydration, too much glow, because I was like, oh no, I'm gonna be so an oily mess. But the key to everything is just to prep your skin before. And this one just gives such a not radiant, such a smooth blurred look to the skin, but you can't really tell until you're wearing makeup, and that's the key to this product. You also do not apply too much because it will peel off. This is a serum. You can use it as a serum with your skincare routine, or you can also use it as a primer. And I love it both ways. I feel like it works amazing. My last thing to do is to use both of these, which I haven't done. And now that I've been talking about these, I'm like, girl, why don't you use both? You're going to have like the most flawless skin. I mean, I don't know right now with this texture that I have going on, insane texture. I'm hating it, every second of it, but I was like, you know what? I can't just not film because I'm trying to be on a roll. But yeah, these two have been my go-to. Another one that I've been using primer wise because I felt like my skin was irritated is this Hard Candy Sheer MV Hydrating Primer. This is a makeup grip. This, I would say, compared to our e.l.f. gripping primer, this is about 50% of gripping compared to this 100%. I still like this on days where I'm just doing chill makeup for you guys, or I'm just doing my face makeup so that I can film a video. And this is what I've been loving because it is lightweight on the skin. It's not too tacky, which I can appreciate right now that my skin is feeling like ugh. And I'm loving this. So this, I'm literally like 2 uses and I'm done with it. Glad to be done with it. I will be repurchasing it. This is one that's always in my collection because it's just one of those staples. Like for now that I have this skin emergency, it hasn't been irritating it more. Of course, I'm pretty sure the products I've been putting on my face have been adding to the irritation. But what are you gonna do? I'm gonna take like a break from makeup and everything on the weekend because my skin definitely needs it. Now, talking about foundations, I know I just showed you guys foundations that are like $70 plus from the high-end stores. And I'm not gonna say I don't like those foundations. I do like them, but these foundations are currently my summer ride or dies. Like, no joke. I cannot even believe it myself. I was like, really? I just spend that much on foundations? And these are the ones that I'm loving. And they're both from the drugstore. Okay, CoverGirl Outlast Extreme Wear 3-in-1 Foundation. Full coverage, SPF 18. This is the one that I'm wearing today. This just always looks great. I forgot how good it looked. I actually pulled it back out this month because I saw a TikTok of someone saying that this has been really good for their oily skin during the summer. And this is like bulletproof now during the summer. It is a full coverage foundation, but it never feels cakey. It never feels super drying on the skin. It actually looks really nice and healthy. Could also be all the other products I'm using to like hydrate and give glow and radiance. But this, guys, I can't even begin to tell you guys. If you want a good foundation for the summer that's not going to move anywhere, this is it. This is it. And then this one as well. Super Stay or Maybelline Super Stay Activewear. This one says it's a 30-hour foundation. This is in the shade 220 Natural Beige. Let me give you the shade of this one, which is 845 Warm Beige. Another thing that I like is that this is my perfect match. I don't have to mix this with any other foundation. This is a perfect match. As well as this one. Like, girl, what? I have to mix my high-end foundations with all these other shades, and these get it right. This is up to 30-hour wear, full coverage, light as air, transfer resistant, seamless matte finish, oil free. Check, 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 check. I can't even express this enough. If you need a good foundation for right now, my combination oily skin girls, these are it. You don't have to break the bank. These are it. My two go-to concealers, they are higher end, but I love them. They give such a good look under the eyes. They are matte, but they don't make my under eyes look dry and crepey, and they don't settle into my fine lines, which I can appreciate. Urban Decay Naked Quickie. I really like this one. I have mine in the shade 30 and N. Don't care for the little brush tip applicator. I don't even use it anyways. To me, it's like it doesn't exist. This is part of the handle only. I love the formula. It's really nice, long lasting. It gives me such good coverage. And then the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer. This is in the shade Nougat 2.5. Love this one as well. It gives me such a bright under eye look. This is the one I'm using today, and I love it. I cannot get enough of these products. Patrick Ta Cream Contour Powder Duo in She's Sculpted. I cannot stop using these products. That's all I'm going to say. I know I talk about them every month. I talk about them all the time. I just like them. I don't know what else to say. And then I tried out this at the beginning of the month, the Double Take Cream Powder Blush. Obsessed. This is the shade Do We Know Her? Like, do we know her? Loving all these cream products? No, we don't. Love the color. Definitely want to pick up more. That's all I'm going to say because you guys are probably tired of hearing me. An amazing contour. Milani Liquid Contour in the shade Honey. Well, this is the one that goes well with my skin. They have more shades. This is like the perfect neutral contour, in my opinion, and it's being in the drugstore just makes it 10 times better. It's more affordable, and it's like the perfect color. I just cannot explain. It gives me the perfect shadow that I need or that I like, and the formula is amazing. It's not patchy. It doesn't pick up my foundation. Love it. Pixie Honey Nectar Nuance Quartet. This stuff, I love it. It has like a sweet scent to it, I think. I love this. I use this contour or bronzer to bronze up the skin and kind of like set the cream products that I use, as well as a blush. But what I have been loving the most is these two colors. I use this as kind of like a blush topper, and it just looks so gorgeous. Look at those colors. This is like the perfect gold highlighter for me, and that highlight, like pink highlighter, dust it on with like a small brush like this. Just dust it on top. It looks so beautiful, so soft, and it makes the skin look like you have such a sun-kissed glowy look, and I love it. So sometimes when I don't want to top off my blush with a matte blush, I will do that on top of the cream products. Or like once I set everything, I cannot get enough of this palette. It is amazing. The bronzer and the blush are beautiful as well. The formula is amazing. Look at that color. Yes. That's like the perfect highlight ever. It's one of my favorite highlights currently, and the other one that I just can't stop using is the Rare Beauty highlighter. This is in the shade Accelerate. I just like the formula. Don't pack too much on if you have a lot of texture on the skin, because then you can definitely see the texture. It emphasizes it. But what I do is when I apply too much, I just apply setting spray, and I feel like that kind of just melts the product more to the skin, and it takes away so much of that textured look. So that's something that I've been doing and I love. Now, I told myself stop using the same palettes, and last month I showed you guys that I took out some of my ColourPop monochromatic palettes, the little ones. So this month, naturally, I took out more ColourPop palettes. I think ColourPop is one of my favorite eyeshadow formulas, but this Wild or Nothing palette, I don't know if they're available, but I'm pretty sure you could find similar colors in all of other ColourPop's palettes. They have so many. They have so many new ones as well. This palette is just everything. These two eyeshadows in here, this one, which is called Sultan, and Spirited. Yeah, this one right here. They are like Super Shock Shadow formula on crack in this palette, and that's what I'm wearing today on my lid, because I did like a little demo in my other video just so you guys can see how wet it looks on the lid. These colors, I love them. You can just add these to any look and you're good to go. This is also kind of like a neutral palette in my opinion, and any palette that has a cream shade, but this is with the one that has a glitter flecks in it. Love. I'm sold. I have continued to use this year after year since I picked it up, and it's one of my favorite ColourPop palettes. Another one that I pulled out is the Clay It Cool. This one, every time I use it, it reminds me of the Patrick Ta palette. Haven't compared them side by side, but it definitely reminds me a lot of that palette. And it's really nice. I just love this color story. You guys know it's a color story I used to do all the time. And the other palette that I pulled out is the Kathleen Lights times ColourPop, the So Jaded palette. I've been using this one for the looks in my past few videos, and I am obsessed. This is, again, another of the colors that I love. Look at how that dip is there. That glitter is the one I use. I think it was in my previous video. These neutral shades. I love this palette come fall. Took it out a little early for these dark colors to do those deep blue green looks. Obsessed. ColourPop eyeshadows in general are some of my favorites. And then the other palette that I pulled out and the one I used today, like for the matte shades, is the She Glam Smart Cookie palette. This is one of my favorite She Glam, well, yeah, one of my favorite, because I have one of my favorite She Glam products. I am obsessed with the formula of these eyeshadows. I was so surprised with how good they blend, how pigmented they are. They do have a little fallout, nothing crazy, nothing out of the ordinary, nothing subculture. And it's amazing. This is such a great palette, and it's so affordable in my opinion. So if you're looking for some affordable palettes, very neutral, everyday, summer, year-round palette, this is definitely the one to go with. Now, I finally found a new liquid lipstick color that I'm obsessed with to do my like diffused ombre lip look with a brown lip liner. This is just my favorite lip liner. This is a Rimmel Lasting Finish lip liner in the shade 790 Brownie Pie. And then the Sephora Cream Lip Stains, which you guys know I have raved about for years, in the shade 72, gives me such a close look to the liquid lipsticks that are no longer available that I love. So this has been my go-to lip combo. Now for juicy summery lips, I have been loving my Patrick Ta lip products. I am obsessed. This lip gloss is so freaking pretty. This is a Major Glow Lip Shine. I have it in the center of the lips. I usually apply this first so it can give me that plump look to the lips. This is a Major Volume Plumping Gloss from Patrick Ta, and I have the color 2CCs. So I will line my lips with a nude lip liner, and then I will apply this, you know, let it sit on the lips, and then I will top it off once I'm ready, right in the center. with this one. You don't need a lot, and you can already see how glossy and like kind of like super plumpy and juicy it makes the lips look. This formula is amazing. It's one of my favorite glosses. Probably this year, last year, since I got this, it's been my favorite gloss, and I love it. So these two, especially right now, the summer, that juicy lip look, gorgeous. Now, I would say, I mean, it's half a disappointment because if I'm honest, it's not a product that I think I'm going to purchase anymore. And it's the Dior Lip Glow Oil in number 7 Raspberry. So my thing with this is that you have to constantly reapply it after you applied it. And I have other lip oils that are fraction of the price, and you don't have to reapply them as often. I don't like that. 2, obviously the price, it is expensive. 3, the scent. Like, the scent is what gets me. Why couldn't they just make it a fruity scent, a vanilla scent, or no scent? I don't like the cinnamon scent in this. To me, it smells like cinnamon, and I just don't like it. But it's like an artificial cinnamon. I don't know. Like, you can smell that it's kind of. I don't know how to explain it. I am just not a fan of the scent of this, and every time I apply it, I have to overlook the scent, and I have to just like ignore it. Does it make the lips look glossy for 5 minutes? Yeah. Is it worth $40? Not in my opinion. I have other ones that I feel like work way better, and they're from the drugstore and more affordable, so you catch what I'm saying. I'm going to finish it up because I already spent the money on it. But yeah, it's one of those products that's kind of like, try it for yourself because it might be overhyped. And I did, and it is, in fact, overhyped, in my opinion. If you love it, that's totally fine. I like it for the 5 minutes that it looks glossy and makes your lips look juicy, and then you have to reapply. So it is what it is. That's basically it for my favorites and half a disappointment. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Appreciate all your support, and like always, I will see you all in my next one. Bye.